Hey guys, happy Monday. Today's Monday, July 1st, 2019. First day of July, first day of a new month, first day of a new quarter.
That's right.
It's the third quarter begins today. Super excited. We start with a holiday this week. So JP's on. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know you can hear us and see us. Yes, I have glasses on today. These are real glasses. All this pollen's making my contacts go crazy. Hey, Tom Chenoweth, what's up? So Joe Lopez is on. Hey, Joe. So Joe gave us, he knows, Happy July, a thumbs up. We are obviously at the wonderful Citrus Club. Joe says hi. And Donna and I have just been going through and talking about the exciting stuff we have going on with Ted's community and with Real Second Chance. And you like the glasses too? They're kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on with these glasses. They're reflective. But yeah, you should see my eyes under them. They look really bad.
Yeah, that's why I'm not wearing glasses this time.
You shouldn't, because you're young and beautiful, Donna. We talked about that. This is my very dear, wonderful friend, Donna Smith. Donna Smith is with Real Second Chance. We're going to talk about that in a second. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing me.
I'm super excited because we have this new concept. We think it's new. We're going to be changing the way we do town halls. We're going to start with Orlando, of course, because that's where we start everywhere. But I've got to give a quick intro to Donna. Donna is the executive director of Real Second Chance. And Real Second Chance, if you haven't seen the show from last year, that was last year, right?
Gosh, it was, yeah.
Oh my God, last year, Claude's a blessed man. Joe Lopez knows. This guy Lisette is happy. That's Joe's wife. Real Second Chance helps distressed men and women become entrepreneurs because a lot of times they're caught up in the craziness of society. It's very hard to get a job, very hard to make your way. Once you've paid your dues, once you've gotten out of treatment, which we can talk about, once you've gotten through whatever burden that you've been dealing with, then you've got to come out and go, hey, I want to do something, and society isn't always as receptive as you would hope. So Real Second Chance helps men and women who are in that situation find what their talent is, what their gift is, and they want to help. We all want to help them find it and then make money at it, make it a career, make it your craft. You obviously have the gift for it, so let's figure out how you can do that for the rest of your life. So that is Donna, the executive director of Real Second Chance. All right, so we've been working on this project for Ted's community for quite a while. I have to give a shout out to Joe Lopez. Joe Lopez is going to be our featured speaker, but we'll get to that in a minute. But what we want to do is we want to bring this issue to the community. The community is already experiencing this. This is nothing new for the community. They're already aware because they're already dealing with it. They're already immersed in it. They already have many members of each community that we're going to go to who are trying to find their way and trying to find a way to be a very productive part of society. But that's a challenge. So the town halls that we're going to be bringing to the communities beginning in July are going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be where we have a lot of politicians speaking. I'm not going to give too much away. I'm going to let Donna say it. But we're going to bring it to the community, and we want the community involved, and we want to really spark up the community and get them rolling and thinking a little bit differently, maybe a lot differently than they have been. So anyway, enough of me speaking. Well, Donna knows. Go ahead, Donna. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. First of all, we have to give you and Ted's community a big thank you. See, Real Second Chance and the two candidates that we have are so appreciative of what you've done because Ted's community is helping valuable charities to help other people. It is helping entrepreneurs help Orlando and the community, and that's Ted's community doing that.
Very sweet.
It wouldn't be possible without you, believe it or not. Now,
I can't believe it, to be honest.
Well, Real Second Chance is very good at identifying entrepreneurial candidates and helping them with their business vision, helping them with a plan so that we can help them succeed, especially after that. This isn't a handout. They have to go through rituals and meet some milestones so that they are actually
And when
on
you
the
said
process.
candidate, you were actually referring to candidates for Real Second Chance.
Right, we have 2 candidates that are actually in our program.
You guys, if you've seen the show,
Yes.
It's Tracy and Lamont.
Right. I think it was show 269.
Oh, see, she
Yes,
knows.
yeah, I remember
I can't remember.
269.
I don't know what show this is, Donna. I should probably. But they're the candidates we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. And so we've been helping them on the road to their business plan and seeing them reach those milestones. But the next part is the sales and marketing side. And we need to do that in a very broad sense. We need websites, we need social media, the TV promotions, also that networking with partnerships. And there's really only one place in Orlando that does that extremely well with high quality. And guess what? Ted's Community.
Ted's Community.
Ted's Community.
Are you guys tired of hearing my name? I'm sorry.
So that's really why we are so grateful for you allowing Tracy and Lamont, Real Second Chance, to use your capabilities. And we're so grateful. You're making Orlando a better place, a better community.
Well, that's what we all want to do,
That's
right? That's why people pop on the show, like Jason Perez and Scott Rose and all you guys. Zach Siebold, happy anniversary, Zach.
Yeah.
Because I think we all want that. One of the things that I think we all want to do, but we don't always know how, is we don't know how to contribute in a way that's good for us, that makes sense for us to the community, and helps the community. Because traditional ways of contributing to the community are cutting a check or volunteering 1,000 hours.
We could use those.
Yeah, we're not above.
We need all that, but that's
but I think people are trying to find a way to integrate themselves in, to work their way in a way that makes sense for them, their families, their time, their jobs. And so what's great about Ted's Community and all the partners that we have is that everybody wants you to find your right fit.
Exactly.
They want the fit.
Very good. And that whole idea of helping communities, you need education. Most of the communities really don't know exactly where they fit in. We've got a lot of talent out there, and that's not just, I'm not just referring to the entrepreneurs that we're trying to go through. It's people in general and how they can help. There's so much talent in ways to do that. These town halls are going to be able to do that with us. So we're looking forward to a bright, long future with Ted's Community, and congratulate you on the future path with blockchain technology. And we're looking forward to hearing about that.
Baby. If you're not on the blockchain train, say that 3 times fast.
No.
You are missing out. So. But let's talk about the town halls, because I'm so excited about this. I think when people hear town halls, they think about a whole bunch of huffy-puffy politicians that get up and speak the same rhetoric that we hear all the time. And to me, that is not really a representation of what a town hall should be. So we're trying to create, and remember, this is new for us too. So it sounds good on paper, it sounds good in our minds, but we're going to be tweaking it as we go. We're going to have a different type of town hall. So I'm going to let Donna take it from there.
It's almost if we could pick a different name because of exactly what you said, the reputation of what a town hall is. Would be different, but our town hall, because that's the words we're using, is to educate. And there's something a little different there, though. There's a call to action, and it's not to go out and vote. It's to help out your community, and here's how you can do it. Here's some of the ways that's the issues that have been going on. So we want people to leave with a better understanding of what's going on with people in their community, the distressed. The ones we're trying to help, the entrepreneurs of the future. We want them to open their minds up to what those other issues are that people are going through. And we are seriously asking for Orlando's help, the support of Orlando, to help these candidates who have been dismissed from society for long periods of time. So that is what the town hall is really about, that education and calling to action for that support. As you know, when you support and help others, you are getting a lot of internal gratification, but you're actually helping your own community. And of course, you're bequeathing yourself that sense of value.
That's right. I mean, I think it's super important. I think we are in a day and age where people are wanting to get involved. Like, they're motivated whether they're happy with what's going on in the world, or they're unhappy, or it's a nice combination of both, which I think it's for most of us, it's this crazy combination of both. We still want to make a difference, which is why we have a lot of people, for example, running for the same office. We have a lot of people, a lot of candidates running. So you have a lot of people who want to get involved, but not all of us have the calling to be a political candidate. So what do? How do we get involved? How do we help? We also may be on the receiving end of things like Real Second Chance, organizations like Real Second Chance and Ted's Community. We may have this dream. We may be in the same boat as a Tracy or Lamont, and we may want to tell our story. When we come to a town hall, we may want to express what we're going through, and I think we should, of what's happening out there, because we're only as good as the information that we're provided, and you want to make sure the information is solid and good. What's the best way to do that? You go to the people. You go to the real people. You go to the source. You go to the nitty gritty of where we're all at in the community, and you ask people for their input. We're not getting it from a secondary, tertiary source. We're getting it from the people who are going through it.
Right. So Tracy and Lamont are going to be there, and they're going to explain what the issues are that they have, what their plans are in their future, and they're very vocal about how they're excited they are to be able to, in the future, what their plans to help others.
Right.
So and they see that the drain on society is not something they want to do anymore. They want to be a part of contributing to the society, to the communities of Orlando. So they will be there. And yes, approaching on the typical town hall side, why is Joe Lopez going to be there? Well, he's our featured speaker, and as you know, Ted's Community, just like Real Second Chance, we're apolitical. This is not a political kind of thing. We are not supporting a Democrat, a Republican, an independent. That's not it at all. Who is supporting us? Who is for our good causes? Anybody, any person running who is going for helping the community. That's what we want to support.
All of you who have reached out to me since news started hitting about the town halls and Joe Lopez is speaking, and we love Joe Lopez, don't get me wrong, we do. He's one of the sweetest, kindest, most involved community leaders who I believe we have, but that doesn't mean that there aren't others out there. So this is your opportunity. If you want to get involved, remember, it has to make sense for the community. It can't not make sense for the community, because we're not interested in the same rhetoric, and we're not interested in the same BS that goes on in any kind of
politics were originally supposed to be to help communities, to help it was protect and help, and where's that gone?
What's up, Tyler? I talked to your mom, by the way. She's a dream. She's awesome. Yeah, I think it's so important, and even that word politics, it stirs up this crazy emotion in most people, because when you say the word politics, you think, oh God, sides. That's the first thing I think of, and it shouldn't be that way. So what happened? You have these elected officials that are supposed to get things done for the best interest of the community. And so what we want to do is challenge those people to actually put their money where their mouth is, or at least put their mouth where their mouth should be. And we want you to be involved, but we want people who also believe in the causes that we believe in, which are community involvement. We want to get rid of I'm going to say the word, we want to get past the recidivism rate of people who go through all of these bad times and then go back, and they're constantly going through the system over and over again and aren't getting anywhere.
And a lot of people don't realize that rate is about 75%. It's insane. It's terribly insane. And that's what we have to figure out. And that's what Real Second Chance is all about, trying to take care of those kinds of issues. And it's just a small portion. There are a lot of people that say, well, they can't become entrepreneurs. This is true. A lot of us don't want, even if you're not in a distressed situation, you don't want to be an entrepreneur. But the things that have made our candidates so special, traits that the homeless have, people who have survived jail and all that, are those traits that are good with entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs have that adventurousness, the fact that they can survive. They're individuals. That creativity. A lot of those traits. That's just a few. Those
Sure.
traits are what makes a good entrepreneur. And guess what? Who has them? A lot. So
It's just there's so many people. I think that it's so easy for us to drive by. We'll take the homeless population
Sure.
for example. It's so easy for us to drive by and say, okay, well we'll stereotype. They're
Lazy,
alcoholics,
or-
they're lazy, they're drug addicts. Well, they may be all of those at this moment, but that doesn't mean they're not human beings with creativity
Oh, yes.
possibilities. Might have held amazing jobs prior.
Yeah.
You don't know what the circumstance is, and
Yeah.
we as a community need to be more embracing of those people rather than so punitive of those people, and that's what happens.
And that's part of the town hall, that education of what those issues are and what really is happening. We have no idea if it was, the last straw that tipped them over, and yet you've got that talent base that we're not able to use because the laws are making it such that we're not allowing them to come out and get jobs. And they've got so much talent or creativity and that entrepreneurialism inside them, and that's part of it.
But they've never had. So you're right, Tyler. They're human. That's all that matters. They're human. They're our brothers and sisters. If you're not thinking like that, then you have to change that thought process, and we want to change that. We want to show you that these people should be part of society. They can contribute to society.
Yes.
But society, the way that the parameters are, we make it very restrictive, and it's very difficult for them to overcome those hurdles. And I'm not, so I want to just say it out loud. You don't have to have been homeless, gone through drug treatment, or been in jail to be a participant or understand. Yes, it's about inclusion, not division, Joe, exactly. To be part of what we want to do with Real Second Chance, because it could be anything. You could have been a mom who had to leave the situation and spend time at Harbor House and lost everything.
Exactly.
There are so many things that have gone on that contribute to the reasons why people are where they're at in their lives. We're not here to judge. We're trying to give the hand up. We're trying to figure out how to help you. We don't have all the answers, and that's what the town halls are about. That's what we're trying to accomplish in the community. We want it to be a true community town hall, nothing political, just town hall. We want to hear what's going on. We want to hear what you have to say. That's why we may have a speaker who is a politician or somebody who's running for office or somebody who's influential in the community. But the whole bottom line is we're running the show.
Yes.
And we're running the show because we want the community to be beneficial and to be benefited and to be heard.
I like to think that our town halls are also giving kind of the flip opportunity. We're trying to show, shall we say, the political side, the people running for office or are in politics, going, that's not what we're about. You want an opportunity to really make a difference or listen to our causes, hear what's going on, hear how we're trying to help, because you can't, if you try to separate the political side and the entrepreneurial side, what's the word for businesses out there, capitalism basically is what I say. If you try to separate that, you will fail. Capitalism, what we're trying to do with helping people and helping our communities, and let the political side see this is your opportunity to get on board on the right train, because
we want that. We want everyone, and we all want you to have a voice. So a couple of calls to action, and I don't know if I've covered everything on Donna's list, but a couple of calls to action from my point is, if you're out there and you want to include us on your community, it feels like there's 9,000 communities in Orange County.
Right.
We want to hit the communities. We want to hit the community centers. We don't always know the best place to go, but we want to be part of your community.
Yeah.
And we want to encourage you. We want to make it easy for the community to be heard, and so we will be mobile. We will get out there.
That's exactly right. We've got plans for over several months. I think we're even thinking 9 months at minimum, that we will be in all these wonderful communities in Orlando. So you're right. I mean, that's why we're reaching out at Ted's Community, saying Ted's Community is one of our sponsors, that you can help us by telling us where should we be going to be able to educate people and call to action for that gratification that we all get when we actually help each other because we know we're helping our communities. So that is definitely, and by the way, we do have another part of the sponsors for the town hall that I definitely want to mention, and that's the Voters Education Coalition of Central Florida. So they will be there also helping us to reach out and let's get these good causes recognized and educate the people about what we need, what other people need, open our minds up to what are the issues that we need to address.
And listen, if you're not happy in what you're doing, bring it up. The Voters Education Coalition of Central Florida. Why did I do it?
Yeah, you did.
Here's the deal. The reason that a lot of things don't get changed is because we don't go out and vote. So I think it's so important. We're coming up on an election year, 2020. We're building up to this. We've got a lot going on. Again, not being political, but this is a great way for us to learn how to have our voices heard. So let's practice here in the town halls and
but
then
a
get
town
out.
hall that's done by the good cause as opposed to the political
Nobody else
side.
is running it, but well, not me. Little old Donna. I was going to say, I am not moderating that.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand in the background and watch. No, but I think it's super important for all of us to get involved, and I want to hear what people have to say. You know, the only amount of information that we get, most of us, is you Google it or you listen to it on the news. Yes, fresh ideas. I want to hear what's really going on, don't you? And so we're committed to bringing that to the community, listening, and then letting other people know. We want to be a grassroots, organic source of information about what's really happening and have those voices actually heard above and beyond the 2-second spot on the news.
Right.
Or you can't really even Google. Try to Google Orlando. Pick a community. You're only going to get the stuff that's pretty, the top 10 restaurants in that area. Look, I want to know those.
Or the crime that happened in that town.
I don't want all the negative. We want to know what's going on.
Right.
And maybe it is negative, but we want to hear it. We want to hear it from you all. So, all right, so what have I missed? Anything I've missed, Donna? Anything? I think we got it.
We're getting
See?
excited.
You didn't even look at your notes too much. It was really good, right? This is what happens. You just start talking, and there it is. All right, so we will announce the town hall very soon, possibly tomorrow. We'll announce the date. We'll announce the location.
We're looking at July 16th.
We're looking at July 16th.
Tuesday, July 16th in downtown Orlando.
That's correct.
It's looking promising, but we will know by tomorrow.
We'll know, and we will let you know, and we'll blast it because we want you there. We want you involved. Trust me, once this gets rolling, we believe that we will have a snowball effect on what's going on in the city, no doubt in my mind, because we haven't even started, and you can't imagine the emails and the messages and the phone calls I've had about this.
Yes, and you will love hearing from Tracy and Lamont.
You will.
I mean, they are so.
And from the people in your community, come out. We want to hear what's going on. All right. Any parting words of wisdom for them? Anything you want to share before we head out?
If you're already sold and you want to give, go to our website, realsecondchance.org. And there's a spot you can give. Those checkbooks. I already told you that.
I like
We're
it.
okay
No,
with
I'm not afraid of checkbooks. Tell us the world has to go around.
That's right. We'll be needing volunteers. There's lots of things, but the biggest thing is our two entrepreneurs, Tracy and Lamont. You're going to hear from them and hear how you can help them, and that's just by using their services because you need them.
That's correct. That's correct.
It's going to be a wonderful.
Lots of amazing things coming up. See, it was easy, right?
Well,
Donna's always a joy to have on the show. It's always amazing to talk about Real Second Chance.
Yeah,
all the stuff that's going on in our community. You were sold it. Hello. That's right, Joe Lopez. Listen, I'm telling you, I think we all basically want the same thing.
Yeah.
We just don't have the platform to get it. Well, we're helping create that platform. Let's go out and support it. So when we put out there, we're creating even an Eventbrite. We're creating stuff so it'll make it easy for you to know where to go. We want you to come out, and if you have ideas, message me, message Donna. I tagged Donna specifically on this. Message us and get the word out because we want to hear what you have to say.
That's right.
We
and
really
by the
do.
time we are able to tell you when our first one is, like we said, we're looking at July 16th, we'll probably have the next few lined up. So if you can't make that one, maybe you can make another one, or maybe you'll have a a suggestion of where we need to go next, and that's perfectly fine too.
I love it.
We need that too.
All right, we love you guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon. We'll make
Thank
the
you.
announcement July 16th. Put it tentative, but it's coming. Love you guys so much. See you tomorrow.